Hey, what's up, YouTube fam? Good evening. Good Friday night. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad if you're here, thank you for being here. It's Friday, y'all. You know your boy don't be doing nothing. I'm 55 years old. I ain't nowhere to go. Don't let me fool you. I might go out after this. But I'm just gonna be chilling. I'm playing. But yeah, I'm doing some live streams for y'all and with y'all. Just wanted to show y'all my little leg workout. I've been trying to grow out the chicken legs down here for a grip. And I've been having all kind of setbacks, man, this year. I've been going through a meniscus tear, but I feel so good. I feel so back. I figured I'd go ahead and try to do a little live stream for you. I give everybody a little bit of time to get here in case anybody wants to be here. We might be, riding by ourselves tonight. We're gonna see. But if so, that's cool because I know it's Friday night and a lot of people want to be outside doing their thing. But I want to get my workout in. Mm. Happy Friday. It was one of them kind of days this morning when I was thinking about doing this. I was like, maybe I do something online, can show some people and give y'all like some direction on if you want to do a leg day or something like that and give you some ideas. First thing, obviously, I want to start off with is a warm up. So I'm going to jump over here on my treadmill for 5 minutes and I'll talk to y'all while I just warm up my legs. So let's start right there. Put the little camera. Hopefully it'll flip all the way over there. But this is my gym. In case you've never been here, this is the Solid Fitness Garage Gym Review channel. It's where I basically review fitness equipment for people balling on the budget. So I kind of like to do most of my review stuff on the cheap. Like, I try to get equipment that, people can find for cheap and build out their home gyms because, it costs so much money to build out a gym the traditional way. And these days, everything getting so cheap. And so, but it's high quality. So I should say the prices are getting way better, but you can still get some real high quality gear. So you don't got to spend all that money. So don't let nobody fool you. And now if you got a lot of money and you want to just lay it out with the, you get the best, the name brand stuff, ain't nothing wrong with that. But, a lot of people can't, and they want to build out a gym with a lot of equipment. And, I got all of this stuff in here. If you go with some brands, everything I got in here might cost, as much as one power rack or one Smith machine. So, it just depends. Now, I'm not going to go crazy on here because all I want to do is just kind of give a little bit of warm up. So I'm just going, and I can't run. So my meniscus tear I happened in March 24th, 2024. And so my knee is, I chose to go the non-surgical route. So I've just been rehabbing it for a long time. So I don't really, I could run, but my gait is off and stuff like that. I'm getting better. Sometimes I get on here and I'll run for 30 seconds and then I'll walk for a few minutes just to test it. But my gait is definitely, I have a limp. But, I'm working on it a little bit at a time. So like I said, I'm just going to kind of put this on a nice little incline, walk for 5 minutes, warm my body up. And I'm going to go through a couple of little exercises to continue to warm up. So anyway, yeah. So like I said, I know I got chicken legs, but guess what? One day I'm not. And I can, my clients, I done created a lot of beautiful legs. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful, big gusto legs, whatever you want to call them. But I know how to shape them. I'm a personal trainer. I've been a personal trainer since 2012. So, 13, 14 years now. And, I got a pretty good idea of what I'm doing. Sorry about the moon back there. I got some new lighting coming that I'm about to put up. And I'm going to finally be able to get rid of that in this gym. And so I'm looking forward to that. I think I'm going to do that this weekend. I'm a little bit behind on that project. But one thing I don't like about walking on this treadmill is you don't get your steps. Now, I got my watch going, try to track my workout with the young Samsung. But because I'm holding on to this stupid rail, it don't never give me my steps. I learned that the hard way after the couple times I used this. I'm like, all right, keep your hand off of these bars, and I just make sure I had my phone in my hand, so I was getting credit. So I'm one of them people like, once I got the watch, I got the little ring on, and I just like that metadata that I get to give me an idea of, how I'm exercising, walking, sleeping, resting, all that good stuff. So active. So I try to keep it up there like that. So yeah, light warm up, 5 minutes, then we're gonna jump off. And if y'all want me to, I can give you guys, I'll give you a link. And if you share that link, if you hit me at info@usawafitness.com, I can put the workout that I'm gonna do into a text document, and y'all can have it if you want. So just let me know. All right, we almost there. We got 45 more seconds. I know y'all ain't come over here to see me walk it out on here. Like I said, not trying to go crazy. Elevated my heart rate a little bit, 116 beats per minute right now. Here a little bit, sound like I'm, on a note walking. You was talking on the phone with somebody. Somebody asked, what you doing, man? You breathing hard, man. You got somebody over there? Got you a young thick one? Nope, just on the treadmill. So yeah, we're gonna walk it out. 10 more seconds. And that's all I'm looking for. Not looking for anything crazy. Just want to get my heart rate up a little bit. Boom, 5 minutes right there. This is the run incline treadmill that I was on right there. So we're going to be using, oh, snap. I hope we're going to be using this guy. I hope that's plugged in. We'll see in a second. Let me turn this because I see it's not following me. My little camera over here got a little follow feature. It says lost subject. All right. So let me make sure, see if anybody joined us tonight. Yeah, it's a few people in here. What's up, everybody? Willie White, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Sorry, I couldn't see this. Yamet Soto, how you doing? I'm doing real good. Thank you for asking. Doing real good, y'all. Hope y'all doing good. Here we go with the Alex Goat. Man, I wish I had it like that cat, man. That guy is a super inspirational dude. That David Grogan is a real inspirational dude. I like watching him, and I got a lot of respect for him. I definitely follow him and listen to him because, he a good dude and he out there putting out good energy, and, you got to love on him for all of that. So, yeah, good cat. All right. What I got in here? All right, we're going to do some body squats, glute bridges. Yeah, that's all good stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so that was my now I'm just going to get into some movements that are similar to what I might be doing if I was, if I was getting a warm up or I was warming up a client. And I'm just going to start with some body squats. I'm just going to do 10 of these boys. Man, I was working out on the adductor machine yesterday. I was doing a video because I'm about to drop a review on it, and my adductors are burning. I could feel them in here, man. That's one of them pieces, like, I'd rather do my abductors than my adductors because I don't really feel the same kind of burn when I do those. But it is what it is. We should be trying to feel the burn. Let me feel the burn with Vern. My name Vern Coles, if y'all don't know me. So now I'm gonna do some hip bridges down here on the floor real quick. It's tight, y'all, because I'm doing a live stream, a vertical live stream. I don't have all the space that I would normally have. Man, I'm like I want to rock back and bust your boy in the grill. So just gonna come up, squeeze these glutes for a second. Dang, it's still coming at me, man. What's up with the barbell coming at your boy? I'm sorry about the nut shot, y'all. Apologize. It is what it is. We're going to be seeing these mugs a lot because I got to do those other things. I got to do something over there too. So, my bad. I'm going to do some leg swings right now. Just getting my hamstrings nice and warmed up now. What y'all do today? Did y'all work out today? I'm going to be in and out the comments, y'all, because the computer is over there. And obviously, this ain't one of them live streams where I could just sit back and look at it. But did you work out today? It's Friday. Hopefully, you got you a good workout in. You out to close out the end of your workout week. See what y'all. Nope, no comments. All right, everybody a little quiet. We'll bust out a little cat cow here real quick. Hopefully, y'all can still see me. And we're gonna get into the workout, y'all. But you know, we can't work out without a warm up. So that's what this is all about. I feel like I'll be bogus for going into a workout like this without showing y'all the warm up. And if any of y'all decide you want this workout and you want me to send it to you, I will have the reps and also the warm up in there for you. So, you know, stick with it. All right, going back in. I'm gonna be watching what's up, DG? There y'all go with the day. I wish, man, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could make that claim. No, I don't. I'm happy to be Vern. Yeah. I'm happy to be Vern, chilling with y'all on a Friday night. I wish I didn't have music strikes, because I have some music on banging in the background right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can feel the vibe, you know? Like usually when I'm working out on a Friday night, I want that vibe. I want to be able to kind of feel it like that. You feel me? Hey, but it is what it is. I'm going to do the leg swings right now, and then I'm going to go down there. I should just be letting them fly like this. Yeah. I got my YouTube screen up there. I'm going to have to turn that off too, because I think I want to get it in the shot and get a copyright from that too. So we're going to see. I don't know if y'all can hear the sirens in the background. Friday night, you already know. It's a I live in Chicago. Don't let it fool you. It's beautiful here, and we don't need a bunch of nobody here helping us patrol nothing. But it is Friday, so we're gonna hear some of that. I know y'all might have noticed I switched the order up. I just did that so I didn't have to, you know, get up and off the floor a bunch. But we're gonna get into it. I should have copied and pasted. Well, I think I did. I think I said in the description what I was going to be doing, but I can tell you right now. I think I listed 3 exercises, but I'm going to be doing 4. I'm going to be doing deadlifts, and I'm going to be doing some hack squats. I'm going to be doing some leg curls, and I'm going to have that Speediance Gym Monster for my hip thrust. So it's going to be 4 exercises today. I should be straight. Man, this mug is up in my face like, what's really going on, man? Like I got a ghost up in this mug. Here we come, too. My floor is supposed to be level, man. I'm just going to run through 2 sets. 2 sets. And then we're going to start up. Because then we're going to do some warm-ups on the deadlifts. All right? All right. That's it. That's all I'm doing for the warm-ups today. All right? Now I'm going to go into a deadlift warm-up. It's going to use, and I'm going to add weight as we go. So sometimes if I was with a client, I might just warm up with the bar. Um, see if y'all can see this. Yeah, but I put these I put these barbells on or these dumbbells on just so I have that drop ratio where I know that where the bottom is going to be, because sometimes if you don't have a barbell or you don't have Olympic plates, you may go lower than you need to go. For me, the way I try to teach deadlifts is we put the we put the barbell on the floor just about an inch or so away from the knees or from the shins. Okay, so you get up there nice and close with about a hip width, shoulder width apart, and then when I go to pick it up, I'm not going to bend my knees forward. All I'm going to do is push my butt back, drop my hips down, grab the bar just outside my legs. Then I'm still not going to move that bar. But when I go ahead and when I pull my chest up, I'm going to push forward until my legs start to touch the barbell. At that point, I'm going to drive the heels into the floor, and I'm going to keep that weight right up against my legs. And that's the first one, okay? Do it. Now I'm just going to drop the weight. When I drop the weight, I'm not going to allow the barbell to go off of my legs and move into my lower back. I'm just going to kind of scrape the legs the whole way down. Contact. Pull. It's real light, but I'm just trying to be very deliberate. Keeping my shoulder blades back. I'm just warming up. This gonna be a it's gonna be a long video, but we're gonna get through it, and we're gonna do as much as we can to make sure everybody understand exactly how to do this work. Now I'm just gonna start adding weight. So give me a second. So let me know, man, if you've been to my channel before. Let me know in the comments. Let me know that you watch from time to time. I'm just gonna put these out here for now. And if you haven't been here before, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so I could, so you could check out some of my content in the future. All right, I would greatly appreciate it. And then let me grab. Sorry, I'm gonna be off camera for a second. I gotta grab a couple weights real quick. Like I said, this is a warm up, so I don't need a bunch of weight on here at all. I got a couple of different sets of bumper plates. I got these Ritfit bumper plates. I got some living fit bumper plates, and then I got some regular I got some generic ones. They don't even have a name. I'm hoping Mikolo company that I done a lot of work with, hoping one day they'll send me a pair. I mean, I wish Rogue would send me a pair. I wish everybody send me some. Who don't want something free? Let me think. Do I have anything to give y'all tonight? I can give a few giveaways. I got some giveaways I can do. I can give away a couple of things. Subscribing. Hey, I appreciate you, DG. Thanks. I appreciate that on everything. Thank you. It means a lot, man. When we trying to grow out these channels and stuff like that, man, the road is hard, especially in a niche like mine, because reviewing stuff, people don't just come to it for entertainment, although I do try to do some entertainment work where like I'll put videos out there that are like motivational videos, and hopefully y'all will find those. I just put one out a few days ago, got 150 views. I got videos with 80,000, but the algorithm don't feel me for that. So, but I'm still putting them out there. All right, again, here we go. Second warm-up set. Okay, I actually pulled it in. Just ignore that I did that. That's how I did it the way I do it, because I know what I'm doing. The way I explained to you earlier is how I do it for people who I'm teaching the movement. I know it look easy and simple, but that's how it should look when we warming up. Yeah, man, so it's Friday. Y'all going out? And tell me where you from. If you feel like hollering at me in the comments, I like to try to keep it interactive over here, y'all. So don't be afraid to hop down in them comments and let your boy, entertain you. Let's hang out. Let's be together. I don't want to just be out here, y'all just watching me do this. I wanna buddy up, man. It's Friday night. I'm in the crib. You in the crib. We don't have to act like it's just somebody on camera right now. This is a live stream. So I'm like, man, come on. Let's talk. We can talk about anything. We can talk about anything. Y'all let me know. Let me go ahead highlight my guy or my gal. I'm not sure, DG. Which one you are. Some people spell D like that, it's a dude. Some spell D like that, and it's a gal. So I don't know if where y'all at. These, where I'm at, they cost $5.99 for one of these. They got these boys on sale for $1. Now, I already told y'all, if you was here in the beginning, your boy all about balling on a budget. I'm up in that mug like I don't know how to act case. I come out that mug with a whole case. And then, because they got them in the case, and I just throw one up. I'm like, man, go on scam for 19 of these boys. Because I'm trying to come up. Okay, my guy, you from L.A. My shorties live in L.A., man. My daughter's in North Hollywood right now. Got a little 22-year-old, got a 12-year-old, or 13. My little daughter just turned 13. And they out there in L.A. I was just out there. I don't know if you know where Chino Hills is. I was in Chino Hills for the Ritfit 10th anniversary. And I got a video. I think that's the last video I posted is from Chino Hills when I was showing some of their new equipment. I love it out there in LA. I'm out there quite, about, every other month or so I try to make it out there. So, yeah, I love LA. All right, so we got one more set, then we're going to get into our working sets, okay? Last warm up. And as you can see, I just gradually raised the weight a little bit, okay? Now, we have a little bit more technical way that we do it where, we do it by percentages, and I will post that in that document if you guys decide you want it. But this is my first real deadlift session since I really start trying to train my legs a little bit harder after my meniscus tear. So I don't want to go like that. I don't want to set expectations and for my own personal self and then not be able to meet them and be pissed off. So that's why I'm not doing it mathematically tonight, but it is what it is. Again, when I got that real rounded back, I'm never going to pick it up that way. Once I got my hands on the waist and I'm comfortable where I want to be, I'm going to push my chest through the window, right, to flatten my back, lift my shoulders and drop my hips a little bit like this. Okay, now I got a nice flat back, shoulder blades back. I'm going to drive my heels into the floor and up. I like a nice big glute squeeze at the top. Last of my warm-up sets. Yeah, LA. My shorty's been out there. My little girl, when her mom and I, we like this. But it didn't work out for us. And so, they've been out there for a long time, since about 2006. But yeah, man, so it's all gravy. I hope everybody doing good. So now we're gonna move up a little bit, looking at 5 to 8 reps. Give me a couple more weights. So yeah, man, this is my channel here, boy. I love doing these kind of videos, and I do both vertical live streams and normal live streams where I basically do the same thing we're doing tonight. But these vertical live streams are something that is kind of new, and I like to do them because I want to see whether or not people want this type of content. And so I'm testing it right now. And especially on Friday night, something like a Friday night where I don't feel like, I feel like I might meet up with some new people. I feel like this is a good night to do that. A good day to do this type of stream opposed to a wide video, because people, those videos, they're not going to throw me out to the people the same way they throw me out to the people during a short feed type video. So it is what it is. I forgot to check on my Facebook community. Give me 1 second, y'all. I forgot I'm live streaming both on Facebook and here. So let me just go over here right quick and just make sure, number one, that the live stream even going down. Yeah, it is. And it look like ain't nobody talking. So let me go on back over here to YouTube real quick. So yeah, now we're gonna be trying to go for 5 to 8 reps. And we'll see how I feel, okay? And this is gonna be, like I said, I'm already doing some of the heaviest lifts that I've done in a while, right? Because this will be, but like I said, I'm strengthening up my knee, and I know the back of my knee is fine. It's when I get to them hack squats we're gonna be doing later that I feel like it could become an issue, so we'll see. Friday night, man. Love that it's Friday night. I want a complete drop. All right. Set 1 done. Felt good too. Get your heart rate up. Lifting something heavy will always get your heart rate up. Yeah, so like I said, over here, I do all kind of stuff. I do a ton of like review. So while I'm on this break, let me have the camera follow me for a second, and I'll introduce y'all to the gym in case you ain't never seen it before. So over here, I got a Anubis, Mikolo Anubis 1.0 half rack. This is the first half rack, 3x3 half rack by Mikolo. That's the Bassett bench. I got a set of weights back there, 5 to 50. This is the Mirac S29 stationary bike. This is Mikolo newest Mikolo M4 2.0 Elite with the weight stacks. Once you go stack, you don't go back. Y'all know where it came from. Y'all need to check me. I don't know if y'all know who Coop from Garage Gym Reviews is, but I was out at Home Gym Con 2025, and Coop came through, and he threw that line out. He was like, I was like, man, I love the stacks, man. I can't see not having stacks no more. He was like, once you go stack, you don't go back. I'm like, oh, Coop, man, you stole that from somewhere, dog. We laughed so hard, man. But he put me in that video. Y'all should check it out. I'll try to put a link in later. So, but that's the, like I said, this is Mikolo M4, and I got the new Kepi 5000 bench. This right here, we're gonna be using it later for the hip thrust. That's the Speediance Gym Monster. And then over here, I got the Ritfit Gazelle um, hack squat, leg press, and reverse squat. I got this Ritfit leg curl / leg extension. And then over here, I got the HVO adductor / abductor machine. Is it not showing? Let me see if I got to get it back there. I don't think y'all can see it. And then I'm gonna get my reps in. You know, you're like, man, your boy trying to talk out his reps. It's right here. I don't think y'all can see it. So, yeah, you know, this is my setup, man. You know, I like it. I've been training in here. I'm gonna take it off of this mode because it's gonna be bouncing up and down if I let it stay like that, and every time I go up and down. So I can feel my knee a little bit doing these. It don't hurt or anything, but I can definitely feel a little something. No pressure. I still feel good about it. And I could put on a brace, but we're gonna let that ride. When I go to the when I get over there, I'm gonna put one on. All right, that's set one. I'm just gonna keep the weight right here, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna do another 5 to 8 reps. Yep. So I've been gradually preparing myself to be able to do these kind of lifts again. All right, set 2 done. I got one more set. All right, we're gonna be done with these boys. Come on, y'all. Let me know something. Let me know where you from. Let me know how your workout's going. Or let me know you don't work out. Let me know what's going on for the night. Is anybody about to kick it tonight? What y'all getting into? You know, I might have to bust out the Dom Perignon. But I always keep a bottle of Dom Perignon right here close by in case I want to crack open into a little event in here. You dig? Yeah. I don't even drink. That's for the friends. You know, your boy don't drink. I don't drink that. I don't drink alcohol beverages. I drink, you know, I drink some other beverages that are also legal here in Illinois, but I don't even want to get into them because I don't know if, you know, I'm gonna get a strike for it. But you know, and it's all party favors for the night, and they legal in several states, and hopefully it's gonna be legal in yours. You know, hey, thanks, D. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's just my garage gym, dog. You feel me? Like it's my sanctuary. I'm about to do a new video on that. It ain't just when I think about this space right here, I don't even think of it like it's a gym as much as I do a sanctuary. Cause I can come up in here and free my mind just like I'm doing right now. Super healthy. Come in here, get my workout in, you know, clear my brain, blow out some of these arteries right quick. You know, I'm trying to age gracefully. I'm 55 years old. You know, I'm not one of these Adonis looking mugs, but I look pretty good for my age. And that's why I'm trying to rock, you know, and just being in here, knowing that I'm working out my body, working out my brain, my spirit. I love being in here. It's a straight sanctuary for me. All right, we're going to get this last set in, and then we're going to move to the hack squats. I'll move the camera a little bit. Let me see if I can get it look so y'all can see everything. All right, last set, y'all. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Thank you for coming. You know, I realize this is going to be a long day. You know, I appreciate you just stopping in for a minute if that's what you did. But if you did and you got to bounce before you bounce, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You don't have to watch every video from me, but maybe you see one roll in and you be like, oh, that's old boy who be working out on Friday night. Let me go ahead and show him some love and hit one of his videos right fast. I appreciate it. All right, but I see somebody had a comment and I'm gonna look at it. I just want to get this work in right quick and then I'm gonna check it out. Again, I'm never gonna lift with that rounded back. Right when I get ready to lift, I'm gonna drop my hips, lift my chest, push my heels into the floor and pick up the weight. All right. Yeah, I feel you, man. You waiting on my old ass to get back to it. Hey, Amari, you tweaking right now, man, but I love it, yo. I love it. Hey, Amari, how old are you, dog? Throw that up there. How old are you, bro? Get back in there and get your workout on, man. This is what we do. We gonna be young. And I can tell you young in heart by the way you talking right there, leaving a comment like that. And I love that, man. I want to have fun too, y'all. You feel me? I ain't never trying to get to an age where I feel like I can't have fun. I'm gonna put the camera over here a little bit. So, oh, there we go. That should be perfect right there. I wanna age, I call it aging young, and feel like you know, I'm always trying to have fun. If it ain't fun, I don't want to do it. You feel me? So I'm one of them mugs growing up. We'd be up in detention, and I'd be in that mug, rolling up the paper, making a little football, like kidding that mug, man. They're like, who did that? And you're like, man, I better not nobody say who it was. Otherwise, I'm gonna go from being fun to being a bully. Nah, I just tripping. I was one of them real social cats when I was at that age. So now I flipped it. This is the Ritfit Gazelle 3-in-1. You know, they made another one that doesn't have this part. It just comes out like this, so you can't do the reverse squats. But this one, you can do your squats from up there. Then you can put it low. Actually, let me go ahead and do my warm up in here too. Because this is where I can run into some trouble with my knee. But we gonna say God got us. And we ain't gonna have to worry about it because I know I can do them. I've been doing them, but I definitely, you know, I can feel my lead a little bit. This isn't the very first reps that I've done. It's just the first time I went heavier on deadlifts like tonight. And like I said, I'm not one of them Adonis body mugs where I'm huge. I'm 55. Like I said, I'm just trying to be healthy, stay healthy, and keep looking good, you know? I'm trying to age. I don't never want to let myself. I did get once. I'm out of shape right now as far as my weight go. Yeah, you know, I had ballooned up to 200. I'm sorry, not 200, up to 194 pounds, and I should be at like 175. I'm at 186 right now, so I lost 8 pounds, and I've been doing it live. I've been doing those live where I jump on to the treadmill, walk for 30 minutes during the football games on Thursday night. So on Thursday nights, let me just introduce y'all to that real quick. That's a regular stream. I get on Thursday night and I walk on the treadmill for the first half and we jive. There's a lot of people. We hang out in there and we cut up a little bit. So if y'all want to check that out, make sure you get back. 51 feel like 6. Hey, I already know. Hey, anybody that's over 50 could tell you one of the wildest things is I mean, you start to feel it even in your 40s, where like, man, I felt like I was unstoppable forever. And then all of a sudden, little stuff just started happening, and my body started feeling things that it had never felt before. And I'm like, dang, but I'm getting older because the way my body feel, I do feel great. But at the same time, man, I got the stoppers on. Hold up. At the same time, as great as I feel, I still can feel the fact that I'm aging. But hey, it is what it is. So, like I said, this is very challenging to my meniscus tear. So, um, these are going to be real, controlled. And I just want to pump some blood into that muscle and make sure that, my body's feeling this work. One day I'll be able to go real heavy on these again. I ain't there. But I'm still going to give you guys, I tell y'all, rate of perceived exertion, your RPE, rate of perceived exertion. And that's when we talk about them last couple reps being kind of hard. Yeah, okay. But anyway, move this over a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm feeling good, y'all. I love working out on Friday night. I've run 9 marathons. Have you adjusted your training since you have gotten older? And if so, how? Absolutely. So, in a lot of ways, to answer your question, Omari, number one, I don't lift as heavy as I used to. When I was young, it was all about, oh man, how much could I bench and how much could I squat and how much could I deadlift? And I did a lot of bro splits. I would just, choose a body part to work out, basically Friday, Monday in the gym. A lot of times we call that International Chest Day because dudes like to come in and work chest. And so I would work a lot of, I would go chest on Monday. Tuesday, I would work back. Wednesday, I would do legs. Thursday, I would do shoulders. Fridays, I would do biceps and triceps. And then Saturday, I would do like a cardio workout. And then Sunday, I would take off. And that's when I was kind of like a big guy. And when I got older, I started doing a lot more circuit training where I cut my reps down. I wanted to make sure I was getting enough rest, and I cut my days down to where I was kind of like working like 3 or 4 days a week. And I would do like Monday, a full body workout, do a cardio workout on Tuesday, and then full body Wednesday, cardio Thursday, and then full body again on Friday, and then do what I call my CrossFit, like rowing, biking, and then that kind of thing on that next day. These days, right now, I try to do cardio every day because like my body is like, I could gain weight so easily now. So I like to just I still work out. I'm back to working out 4 or 5 days, but I always do I'll do a full body workout or I'll do a lot of times I do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I do chest, back, shoulders. And then, Wednesday I'll do a leg day or Wednesday I'll add a little bit more legs in there. And then Thursday and Tuesday will be straight up, cardio days and maybe a little bit of biceps and triceps because I just want to be in here. But it's way more reps. It's not a lot more reps, but it's 10, 12 reps opposed to 6 to 8 heavy ones. And it's always a circuit. So I want to get my heart rate up because I want to be out there shoveling snow in Chicago. And I wound up falling out onto the floor because my cardio is bogus because I'm getting older. And I want to make sure that I'm feeling a nice cardio workout every time I train. If you want to know more about that, Lakeisha, what's up, girl? I saw your email. Don't trip. Lakeisha won a prize, a couple of them. She be supporting me, y'all. I love that. I appreciate you, girl. But she been there the last time nobody was around, so she was the only one to get the prize. But I'm gonna give out to some of those later on today. In a minute, I'm gonna give out a couple of just some tricks, y'all. I'm gonna give away some magnetic Mikolo fitness dumbbell or bar or Olympic plates, and I also give out a keychain from Ritfit. That's all I got right now. All right, so I'm gonna get another set. I think they're still in there. I'm gonna put on a little bit. You know what, y'all? I'm gonna keep this on because I am feeling my knee a little bit, and I don't want to do anything stupid. Now, listen, if you feel something and you got an injury, I don't ever want to. This is for me. I don't want to just ignore it. First, I'm gonna go get it checked out if it's something that I feel is real that needs to really get checked out. But then after that, I don't want to not use that muscle and then create a situation where it tighten up or it's not strengthened. And I always start, if it's a leg thing, with something balanced. And I'll show y'all a couple of tools to do that with in a second. But I'm feeling a little something, so I'm gonna keep the weight where it is and just work on kind of feeling it. I'm probably gonna take that stopper up because it's too high and it's stopping me just before I wanted to. But again, I'm gonna make sure I keep my back on the back pad here. I'm keeping the weight on the heels of my feet, pushing through from the heels, loading my quads, because the next two exercises are gonna be more, I'm gonna be hitting the back a little bit harder, so back of the legs. Let me show y'all some tools. In the case that stability work is another thing that I added, Amari, and it's really important to work the neuro response, especially as we age. So let's think about this for a second, okay? Say for instance, you a little kid, and you see a little kid, and you see a patch of ice. I'm gonna slide across the ice. Let me turn this a little bit because I can't see me. And so you sliding across that ice, and you actually, working on balance because you could fall. Or say, for instance, you see a line. Lord forbid it ain't the police don't put you over. But you see a line when you're a kid, and you walk in that line, right? And it's practicing balance, okay? And balance is something that we lose as we age. So I do a lot of stability work where I might do like a single leg curl and press, right? Just to keep my balance in line. Or I will add different pieces of equipment. Let me get one for y'all. This is like a Dynex pad, okay? And this is one of the things that I use to kind of strengthen my leg because, let me put this down. I want to just show y'all. I'm not just here to work out, y'all. When people ask a question, I want to make sure that I give them a question because this may be your chance to talk to a personal trainer. You don't have one, or you don't have somebody that want to, show you something like this without paying for it. But I'll get on here and I'll do my curls. And if you look down at my leg, you'll see that it's moving, right? Because this pad is soft. And what that does is there's a thing called microreceptors. And what they do is microreceptors can feel that you're on, they can feel like, oh, I'm on sand, or I'm on concrete, or I'm on a rubber pad. And what happens is your brain neural response sends a pulse down to your sensory, your microreceptors, and it says, hey, Vern, you leaning left. And then it comes back up to the brain, and the brain says, hey, you leaving left. All right, let's move you right a little bit to even you out. When you're young, that central nervous system response sounds maybe like this. As we get old, it don't sound like that anymore. It's more like boop, 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 boop. We want to practice that because doing things like where you're doing what I just showed you will help you to re-engage the neural response. You got a nervous system, a respiratory system, and a skeletal system. And you want to always also work your neural system as you age because, none of us want to be walking around here like, having to do things and wondering whether or not we could get up on this stool or jump up on this truck or jump down from this truck without knowing if you're going to fall. So that's another thing that I really focused on as I got older is really working on, my neural system training as well. I hope that answered your question, dog. Um, Poon bag. Who was that? Somebody else. You guys scroll up. Mug's been saying it all night, and I like it. um, so Amari, I hope that answered your question. Holly Keisha, I love that. Hello, thank you. Hey, like I said, y'all, I'm gonna try to hit these comments as much as possible. What I was just talking about was a question from Amari. Feel free to, ask questions down there. Let me get a little bit more weight. I'm just nervous, y'all. I don't want to do anything to set back my progress. So I do want to get a great workout in tonight, but I don't want to do it in a way that's detrimental to my progress because I'm right at that 18 month. And I really have felt the best I felt in a long time. But when I finish this workout, I'm gonna get some rice, rest, ice, elevation, compression, and elevation. I'm sure y'all know the term, but that way I can, really make sure that I'm being healthy in this process. So let's get it again. Let me know, Amari, if that answered your question. And if anybody else has any questions, man, don't hesitate to ask me, man. I'm here for that. I'm a trainer, but I used to be an editor, and I used to edit some high-profile shows, working on a production team, working for Oprah Winfrey for the last part. And I stopped doing that because I wanted to do something that I did feel very fulfilled there, but I wanted to do something on my own that could help people. And I became a personal trainer. I lost a bunch of weight, and everybody was like, "How you do that?" And I'm like, man, I thought, hey, maybe I should be a trainer. I could help people do what I did. So that's what's up. I love answering those kind of questions. So on these, I'm just trying to keep the pace nice and easy. I want to drop down nice and slow, get some nice time under tension. I'm working for hypertrophy because even though I'm rehabbing, I'm also trying to grow these legs out a little bit. So I want to go for power. If I was, I'd move a lot quicker, especially coming up. I said I was going to drop that down a little bit. Let me do that for this last set coming up. Yep. Yeah, Friday, man. I'm here for it. I love working out on Friday. I think I was starting to tell y'all about the marathon. I ran 9 of them boys. And back when I was younger, it'd be Friday night. Now, I don't snooze. I definitely used to go out and I drank and I did all the stuff everybody do. But when I was in the middle of a marathon training on Fridays, Saturdays, I'd be doing my workouts running down like we got a part of the area called Wicker Park, 6 corners. It's always jumping. And I just took so much pride at running at like 1 a.m. in the morning. And all to myself, I'm like, look what I'm doing. Mugs out here, they getting they kick it on, they drinking. Nah, I'm preparing for a marathon. I just be running that through my head. Had my little dog with me, man. We just be running. And I loved it, man. So that's kind of why I like doing these on Friday night. And like I said, I don't really go out as much as I used to. I like going out and I like doing things that I plan, but I'm a little bit old to be falling in on spots where it's like, all right, they up in us trying to pull up in here. And they like, look at the old man up in here, even though I love to dance. Yes, it did help. I was doing PPL routine every other day for a while, felt great, but fell off. Hey, man, but you know what, dog? Like, man, don't everybody fall off. Everybody fall off, but it's just like when you gonna jump back on. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing to be, just get on today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be like, man, I'm gonna start right now. I just happened to fall up on this dude channel. This might have been the reason why you fell here. This might be the reason why God put me on tonight to reach out to somebody like you. And I'm gonna tell you, like, don't hesitate, man. You know what I'm saying? We getting older. And, if something jump in, you was doing something, get back on it. That way, you can keep on, aging gracefully. You know what I mean? It only take it becoming a habit again. So I had to really the first thing I had to do with my recovery, because I had a full tear. And but nowadays sometimes they say you could get surgery, sometimes they say you don't. The guy was like, yeah, I would not recommend surgery, but that's up to you. And I just said, I am a trainer and I probably can try to rehab this myself, which I did first by just working out. And I got videos when I first started doing this. I was doing it the wrong way because I was strength training it so much without the a lot of the stability work. And then, I later started doing a lot more stability and it started getting better for real, And now it does feel like I've made some really big gains in that area. Like I feel like suddenly it feels like I'm back in a many ways. So yeah, I just had to like move. I did a lot of upper body things. I laid off the legs a lot, and then I just worked very lightly. And right now I feel good, because it used to be like I would stand up. If I sat down for any extended period of time, when I first stood up, I would be like that. And people be like, man, you all right? And I'm like, man, don't trip my leg. And then all of a sudden I could walk regular. I couldn't run though. My son, I got a little son too. He's 7. And he want to play chase. Before I had my leg messed up, we chasing like crazy. He 5 years old. And then I've had this for a year and a half. So I haven't been able to get down with him like that. But earlier this summer, I'm like, I race you to the end. I took off running and I beat him. But it was my leg wasn't feeling good afterwards, because I ain't really ready to run. But like that, I ain't ready to sprint. But it did show me that I could if I needed to, which for a long time I couldn't. So yeah, I just really adjusted by a lot of rest, but still, paying attention to the leg. I'm gonna move this because I'm about to break out the Speediance Gym Monster, and I'm gonna show y'all what that's about. So the next thing I'm gonna be doing, and you guys, if I was doing this, if I didn't feel what I was feeling on my knee right there, I would have done that a lot heavier. And like I told you, if you want this workout, you're gonna email me at info@usawafitness.com. It is on the banner of my YouTube page. And I can send you the workout reps and all that kind of stuff, the warm up and everything. And you can use this if you like, if you got the equipment or you going to the gym. And you can always, this next set of exercises that I do are going to take place on the Speediance Gym Monster, but you can always do it with a dumbbell. I just really like doing it here. So, cause this thing is real nice for this kind of exercise. Let me go ahead and bust this mug out right quick. I'll show y'all what this is about. It's basically, this machine is all about magnetic resistance, but it's a monster. It's a monster. So definitely a good workout. Man, where the plug at? Okay, here we go. Just load him up real quick. And like I said, this is definitely something that can take place using oh, it lost me. It could take place using a barbell. I just so happen to use that. All right. Like we got some always have good. Thank you, Roman. I appreciate that, man. Raymond, I appreciate that, dog. Your boy can't see. I'm over here like, man, well, I'm trying to peep. I appreciate that, man. I'm trying to spit some knowledge, you know what I mean? I'm trying to, like, I've been doing this for a little while and hoping that it's gonna be helpful for some people. I'm gonna be off camera for a quick second while I take these weights down, y'all. I hate it when I get to the end of the workout and whether I'm doing a live or not, I do not like having to clean up my gym when I'm ready to just be done. So I'm gonna clean this up and then I'm gonna get over there and show y'all these hip thrusts. And these boys gonna burn. Yeah, but it's good, man. Y'all, can you believe it's October? It's like, man, the summer, it don't feel like the summer went by real fast, but it feels like, it's about to be winter. And I don't know where y'all at. I know Amari out there in LA, But here in Chicago, man, it's you know, the winters be nasty, but it used to be crucial. I used to be freezing up here in my garage, but I put that insulation in the garage door. Then I put insulation up on the roof, and now, man, I got a little heater running in the wintertime, and we be in here dressed just like you see me right now. But I don't even park nothing in here. This is just straight up another room for me. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this a little bit closer and make sure I don't pull the camera cord out. Because now, let me see. Yeah. So now, let me see where. Oh, let me just turn it like this. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to get y'all set up. You know, if it was a regular stream, it'd be nice and wide and everything would be in frame. But in this case, we got to do it like this. So yeah, what I'm about, let me just check the Facebook fam real quick and make sure they ain't over here sending comments. Nah, we good. All right. So with the with this guy, this thing, oh, I need to get a, hold on, man, I'm tripping. I got to get a bench. This is the Speediance Gym Monster. This is one of my favorite pieces of equipment, man. Obviously, I love iron, and you know that's always gonna be fun to me. But man, if you never worked with magnetic resistance, I promise you, I've had some of the strongest people in here, and that get on this, and like, man, can't believe how different the workout feels, because it ain't no joke, y'all. Put this up a little bit. It ain't no joke at all. This thing will straight up tax you, because what it has is 110 pounds of resistance on each pulley. But been working out for an hour. But it also has the ability to allow you, first it got over, you know, it got like 91 programs in here. So you could go in here and you could say, all right, just give me a power workout, you know, give me a leg workout, whatever. But then you got 820 different movements. And in this case, I know I want to do hip thrusts. So I'm gonna go in here, and I've already searched this before because I do these all the time with a lot of people. And I hit the wrong button, man. This is a single leg. My bad, hold up. How I get up out? See, I ain't never done that before where I just messed up. Oh, here we go. I hit the wrong one. So I'm gonna say barbell hip thrust. It's gonna load up a hip thrust. Hopefully y'all can see this. She doing a demonstration for us. And then I hit the start button. I tell her, okay, how many reps do I want? You know, what's the weight I want to start at? Then I tell it like how many reps, how many sets. I'm gonna do 4 sets, 1 warm up and 3 real ones, and then I'm gonna do 15 reps. I'm gonna tell it set it for a 60-second break, you know, rest. I hit it, it put it all together, and then I have this ring, and I put this ring on, and when I hit this button on this ring, I can hold the bar. I hit this button, it's gonna start it for me. And then if I want to change the weight, you see this how it can roll here? That's changing the weight. If you look back there, you see that the weight is changing. So man, it's a real clever little machine, real clever. And like I said, it's beast mode. I love it. Clean after. Yes, you feel me, Lakeisha? You got to, right? Because otherwise, man, you be done and you be like looking around at your gym like, nah, I gotta clean this mug up, and it just don't feel good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put the pad on. I know one time I put the pad on for something, or I had one of these pads on a bar because I had been training some people, and then I was doing chest, and this is what clowned me. I'm like, dog, I don't have the pad on because I'm trying to protect my chest. I just forgot it was on. We laughed so hard. I'm like, boy, you know, mugs on the internet will clown you for everything. So the reason why I like doing my hip thrust here opposed to a barbell is because I can. But I don't have to do all that setup. You know, when you got like If I had a barbell, it's a ton of setup that I have to do. But here, I could just get under this guy, get everything in the right place, and I can bang out my work without having to set up a lot. And so I just appreciate it like that. All right, these glutes gonna be howling in a minute. I hit the button, it just applied pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want a higher rep count. 12, 13, 14, 15. And then it'll release the weight for me itself. The weight just released without me having to press the button. So that's the drill here. All right. So this is my Speediance Gym Monster, and I'm doing some hip thrusts right now. And I'm gonna take a little break. So that's what's up. Boss Size Machines needs to get lit like you, bro. Appreciate that, Raymond. Appreciate that, y'all, on everything. We trying my best, man. Like I said, I'm trying to have fun, stay young, and hopefully, fight off some of the things that we get from Asia. If I could do that, I'm gravy all day long. All right, well, I feel like we should do a giveaway. First of all, Lakeisha, you gotta sit out on this one. Because everything I'm about to give away, you already got. Lakeisha she got the barbell, I think, she got maybe it was she either got the dumbbell or the kettlebell. Plus she got the Usawa Fitness towel. We got she got like a Ritfit band set. So I give away stuff, y'all. Well, I ask the companies to send me stuff to give away for y'all. And when they do, I give them away here. But I do have some, I'm ordering some towels. So I'll give one towel away. I'm gonna give one thing away. I gotta think I'm gonna give a towel and a keychain and a magnet. One package, okay? I'm gonna send out and I'm gonna tell y'all what to do real quick. Okay, if you could, okay, I got a question here. It says, if you could only, hold on, let's look at this. I'm gonna put it up so y'all can see it too. If you could only keep pieces of workout equipment, what would it, if I could only pick 3 pieces of workout equipment, what would it be? I'm gonna put this in 2 parts. I'm gonna separate, if I could keep 1 piece of equipment, and this is true talk. If I lost that, if I lost this gym, it would be that. All right, that's not cheap though. That's cost like $2,700. But it could do everything. I can bench press in there. I can squat in there. I could. It's a personal trainer. It doesn't cost for it. It could guide you through the workouts. But that's if I was, if I couldn't, I have to separate it, because when we talk about 3 pieces of equipment, now I'm going to talk about the stuff that we used to. But if I was just going to keep 3, I would just keep that, and I wouldn't have to keep nothing else. And I could put that into an apartment. Y'all saw how it was folded up before I took it out, and I could fold that up, and it could just. And if I wish y'all could feel it. I wish they would like set up some pop-up places so you could try something like that, so y'all can see how crazy the workouts are and just how much they work. But I would always keep a rack. So I would keep a rack. Let me go ahead and put the camera on follow for a second, and then I'm gonna go back and get my other set. So I would keep the Smith machine, something like this, because the Smith machine, I could pull up on it. It's a functional trainer. It's got the weight stacks already in it, and you could just, I could bench under it. I don't need a separate barbell. So, that's one piece with a barbell. You basically dumbbells because of the functional trainer. And so it would be that one. Number two would be the the leg press. Is it following me? Yeah, the leg press with the squat, the reverse squat and hack squat, because I can work so much legs on this. And the third, I mean, it would have to be the bench because I can't do that. Would allow me to do all the stuff that you could do underneath the bar. So yeah, if I had to keep three pieces, it would be those. I could always run and walk outside, so I don't need the treadmill or even the bike. I would definitely miss the dumbbells because I like using dumbbells for a lot of things. But I do have the cable, so I could do most of those things with the cables on the Smith machine with the functional trainer. And yeah, that would be it, Omari. I hope that answers your question too. I love how many questions you asking, bro. That's man, you helpful, man. Seriously, y'all, you gotta understand. Like when I'm doing something like this, like the back and forth, the algorithm really likes that. And number one, we like it. I like being able to talk to y'all. This is always fun for people to, because you know how it was when you was in school. When the teacher asks something and you be like, you don't want to hold up your hand because you just uncomfortable. I'm just gonna sit and watch. And sometimes somebody asking a question can answer a question that somebody got in their head that they didn't put out there. So y'all, we getting older. Everybody's grown. Don't stop you. Don't let yourself, punk yourself out of asking questions if you have them. I'm a professional trainer. I'm here to answer your questions. And there's no stupid question, no dumb question. You know how we were when we were little before you started getting comfortable with your own self and you didn't do these things. So don't, feel free to ask, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and use that ring I told y'all about to ask and wait. That was actually a really big break, but I don't care because I'm kicking it with y'all and I'm not really worried about going as fast as I could be if I was working out by myself. I'm getting a great workout in tonight, and I got to shoot tomorrow with my cameraman, and he gonna kill me because we got a lot to do. We gonna put up a motivational video about, it's called The Sanctuary, and it's about the gym. I just wrote the script. I think y'all gonna like it. All right, here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, all right. Another set done. Got one more set of those, and then we're gonna move on to the Ritfit leg curl, and we're gonna do some lion leg curls. But yeah, man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Make sure ain't no more new questions out there. Yeah, I can't wait till y'all see this. I wish I could pull up. If y'all, here's what I'm gonna ask y'all. Check out, let me see what the name of it is real quick. I forgot what I titled this video, but I wanna know, number one, I'm curious if any of y'all seen it yet. And number two, if you haven't, I'll just ask y'all, please check it out. Cause man, I worked hard on this one. And let me see, it got 161 views right now. And it's called One Life, One Shot. And it's stop making excuses and start building your temple. Your body's a temple. And I think that, don't let the title, I probably should have titled it that. I might change the title because that title sounds a little bit like I'm being, judgmental, and it's not. It's just saying that, I got one life in this form, right? And I know about this, and I just want to make sure that as I live and age this body, that I do the things to preserve it and I do the things, you know, while I'm here in this form. And I really want to make sure that I take care of it while I got it. And that's what it's about. But I think a lot of y'all will like it. I'm working out outside in the alley. Yeah, and it was like my cameraman is the worst because I make my workout out. I'm a trainer. I'll be like, all right, G Cook, I'm gonna do a workout. I'm gonna do 10 of these 3 times, and I'm gonna do 10 of these. I do the set, and he be like, oh, V. He like, man, hold it right there, dog. Hold it right there, all right? And now, man, just pump it like 2 more times. I'm like, G Cook, I already been working out for an hour, dog. If my workout's supposed to be 45 minutes, you extending it, man. And I train him. But I don't never hear do him like that. I'm like, watch who you work ass to do your filming. That must be, it always felt like I did a massive workout when he around, man. But he do a good job, so I can't trip too hard. See, so that's what's up. Trying to keep you you going, you helping us with the great advice. Love the info and ideas. Thank you, yo. Thank you, man. And preach, bro. I appreciate y'all. Y'all keeping me for real. This is why I do it. Like, for me, I always feel inspired and feel like when I'm on, especially on a Friday night, man, because, you know, I definitely believe in going out, man. I still believe in socializing and all that good stuff. But it just feels so good to like train at a time when, like, you know, I could be doing like, you know, the dirtiest stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm like, nah, I'm still grimy right now. I'm being dirty, but I'm sweating it out a little bit. So, all right, this is the last set of these. And then I got to jump over there. I will move the table a little bit so we can get a good shot on that. And when then we're going to be feeling nice. Like I said, and this workout should be a lot quicker than what it is right now. But, you know, it's so little, this thing is. That's the one thing. This base is small. But, you know, right now we're doing a live stream and we're doing a workout. I'm trying to educate, hang out. And I appreciate y'all hanging out with your boy. All right, last set of these. Like I said, everything is just 3 sets here today. Although I feel like I might have done an extra one over there on that on those hack squats. But I was forgetting what I was doing. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And that's it. Almost just caught a little crampy in that foot. All right, so we finished with those. Now, let's move everything around just a little bit. I'm gonna put the camera over here, move this table. Yeah, I'm feeling good. And I can feel my legs. You know, sometimes we can go crazy up in here, and that's a beautiful thing. And but I'm all about having a plan. You know, when we work out, basically, that's just going into the gym and kind of doing whatever we want to do, you know, and feeling like, all right, I went to the gym and I exercised. That's working out. But when you training, that's going in with a plan. And that's so much more effective because I can track everything. And, you know, right now I'm doing this with y'all. I'm going to show you another amazing tool. I'm going to show y'all another tool that I really, really like. But again, I'm going to clean up after myself real quick as we go. But I'm going to show y'all a big tool that I think you guys are really, really going to like. Now, some of y'all may be, you know, digital people, and you might like to do everything digitally. But I myself Whoa, oh, that was my pen. I still like to do, I like to put things in a book. So I use a workout journal. All right. So this is my workout journal. And I go in here and, this was just my little tricep workout. And I just log everything in here, y'all. I log everything. And what that does is it just give me the metadata so I could look back and be like, oh man, back 2023, I was doing this and I was feeling and looking like this. But here in 2024, I was like this. And so I got so many of these. I buy the same one every time. This one I get at Barnes and Noble. Costs like 17 bucks. And it just nice, man. I really like, and something about getting out there, writing out my work, even though I could do it digitally like I did here, because I did the same thing. I sat back at the coffee shop, and I planted this one out. You see, it says Friday night workout up there at the top, and I just go through and just make something that that I want to. And I'm gonna do that with some clients, also the same workout with some clients. And I always like to do a workout with them, with myself, and then give it to them so that I could feel what it feel like. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up with that. For working out, it's like therapy, and I'm behind a whole lot of sessions. Yeah, dude, hey, you got to get that therapy in. I think that's it. I've talked about that in this latest video that I'm doing, and also in that last one. Like I don't know if you was here earlier when I was saying that this is like a sanctuary to me, and it's just a place for me to feel like, man, you're right. Like, it's where I could clear my mind. I got a line. Let me see. I'm gonna look and see if I got this line, because I was writing something else about something like that. Oh yeah. That's the sanctuary one though. I have another one. Let me see. Man, I don't know where it's at now. But I was writing something a few weeks ago. Um I don't know where it's at. I thought that was it too. But I was trying to look up something. If I could find it more quickly, I was gonna read it to you. But I just feel like it's just like when we was kids, your parents, or if you had kids, you'd be like, man, I'm gonna take this mug to the park, let him burn off some steam, because he need that. You gotta have, you gotta take him to play, or you gotta play with him. You get a dog, you can get him he a puppy, you need to be grabbing a little mouthpiece, you pull him around, gets the burnout. You get old, you forget that this the same, you still need that. You just don't want your body to be absent of, some type of, blowing out these veins and these arteries while getting our heart rate up, building lean muscle. Remember that lean muscle burns fat. It also helps working out, it creates bone density. I want to get to be an old man. God, God give me a chance to be old, and I'm lean. I want to, if you fall, you want to have some lean muscle that keep you from breaking a hip. A broken hip can lead to can be very bad when you get old. You don't want to be sitting and laying in the bed for several weeks, not moving, because sometimes that can be a can kill you. Need to make a book with all your. I do need to do that. My son's mother said that, and then just that I do need to do something like that, man. It's so much. Man, I do need to do it. I want to do a lot more, man. I really do, y'all. I'm trying to come up, man. And I don't mean come up financially. I don't have to. When I left TV, I went from making over $100,000 to zero, because I had no clients. I straight up cold turkey quit and used my little savings I had to, hold me over till I got my clients up. But I I'm not a personal trainer because I'm trying to get rich, because that ain't what happens. But I just want to be able to live my life. And but it is like I do want to be able to extend what I do to more people, because I know people need this. Like, only 20% of only 22% of the population meets the requirements, the suggested requirements from the CDC for muscle and cardiovascular training each week. And so if you are doing this, you are already elite, because most people don't even do this. And so I'm starting off real light here, y'all, and then I'm gonna go up. Let me do this set real quick, and I'm gonna sorry, I'm about to give y'all the butt shot, man. I apologize, but I ain't got no other way to do these, y'all. So it is what it is, all right? I'm gonna do 12 reps just with a little squeeze. This is ultra light. I just always want to do one kind of like warm-up set, and then we'll start raising up the weight a little bit. But I can still talk. So I do want to do some, put some stuff into like a digital book or something. And I definitely plan on doing that. But I'm gonna tell y'all, man, if you like what we talking about here tonight, man, you hear us say it all the time. Please take a second and hit the subscribe button and hit the like button, because that is the kind of thing that's going to help me get on the journey to being able to do more of that. Because, I feel like once this channel grew out a little bit, I feel like I'll be able to get an editor that can edit some of this stuff. Because I'm a full-time trainer. I trained 11 people today. And then I finished with my training. Then I do my little YouTube stuff. But I would love to get to a point where I could produce these videos, have somebody else edit other than me, and then I can start doing some of the other stuff that I have planned, and that's around, this brand, Usawa Fitness. But I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying, man, and I got love, y'all. I'm honest. The dude who you see on here is the real guy. You know what I mean? I'm not one of these fake type mugs that is just trying to front and be a certain kind of way on here because I'm on camera. I got 10,000 subscribers. I want to be on here trying to help some people to become better, man. That's like, my parents raised me like that, and I feel proud that they can see me doing this. And that's a lot of time my inspiration for what I'm doing is, how I used to be like, your parents be like, I want you to be the same way out this house as you are in this house. And when I'm out here, and now they 82 and 83 years old, I want them to be proud of me, to be like, man, he the son that we thought we raised. And so I'm a real one. I'm not out here, I'm not out here to try to obviously I'm a content creator, so I do these videos and I get, affiliate links and all that, but I do this because I love it. Somebody has some comments. You should I think that should put out a program for older people. Most of the stuff out there is put by younger people who have no clue about the aches, pains, fatigues, etc. I am. Trust me, I am putting that out there, because really, so I'll just share this with you guys real quick. So because my education is in radio, television, communication. Before I came a trainer, I was an editor. And so I love the art. And for me, it's art to do a video, because my videos look a lot different than a lot of, review videos that you see. I'm sorry, this is a long way of getting to the end point here. But because I have all this B-roll, and a lot of times I have my clients and I'm in here with my camera and I'm shooting them and I'm watching them work out. A lot of them are a lot younger than me, though. All of them are. I know I have a few seniors. I should say that. 70% of them are younger than me. And I got like, about 40 clients. So when I start to think about, I've started to think about me and me becoming more of the product in my videos. That's why I'm doing this shoot tomorrow with G Cook, is that I want to make sure that I want to start reaching for more of a population of those people. That right now, my biggest population is people, I think, 34 to 44 years old. And I love that because it used to be 24 to 34. And that's my second biggest population. So now my biggest is 35 to 44. Then next is 24 to 34, or, you know, in those numbers. And then I got this 44 to 55 group, and so forth. And then it get a little smaller. But I want to make sure that people see me more. So I'm trying to do more of this motivational material to show older people. And with that is going to come more of this stuff where I show how to work out a little bit more, especially for Asian people, because we need it. And I got a lot of friends, family that's also, I'm in my mid-50s and they in their mid-50s, and I want to make sure that they getting the information they need, because I can't train. I'm already training, like 40 some people. It's only one body when you're a personal trainer. So I want to make sure everybody getting the knowledge-based material that they need to age, as the best we can without anything, because we can't never control what jump up in this blood. Some jumping up in this blood tomorrow, and it's like Vern worked out like crazy, but he got something. But we can take steps, preventative steps, to keep us possibly from falling into that trap. Wait, I drank this from earlier. See, I'm like, hold up, man, I know I ain't drink all that coconut water already. Let me get another set. I got 2 more sets to do, and then I'm gonna close. Then when I finish, I'm gonna do like about, maybe I'm gonna do 20. No, I'm not. I think, let me see how many steps I got today. I might jump on my treadmill later after we done. Let me get another set here real quick, y'all. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I'm trying to talk through this as much as I can, so y'all don't just have a lot of dead air during the workout. But I hope y'all, like I said, I hope y'all enjoying it. I hope that I'm answering some good questions, and I'm giving y'all what y'all looking for. And I'm always gonna be here for that. So I went 30 minutes in, y'all. Also, I'm at info@usawadfitness.com, as I mentioned a few times. Don't be afraid to reach out to me there if you got a question. I said I was gonna get something away and I forgot. It's 5 of y'all. Hey, Lakeisha, are you here? Lakeisha, if you here, wave to me in the comments. I got a question for you. Cause I can't think of nothing. I want Lakeisha to give me something to win the prize here. I said I was gonna give away a towel, a keychain, and a magnet. Let me think about this real quick. Dang. I'm gonna think about it. It's only 5. It's only a few of us here right now. Let me think of a question that I can. Does anybody know what it's called when you're working to get the term in personal training that we use for when you're trying to grow muscle? Do you know the term for what the type of workout you do when you're trying to grow muscle? I'll give y'all a hint. It starts with an H. If anybody can answer that question, the first person to answer it will get the prize. All right, and I'll send it to you. You'll just have to send your address, name and address to info@usawadfitness.com, and I'll send it to you. Now, I'm giving y'all a lot of time, so you can look it up. You know what I'm saying? And the first person, if you want a new Usawa Fitness towel, I'll show you what they look like. Hold on. This is what we use in here to, when we start sweating it out. You get a Usawa Fitness towel, you get a keychain, and you get a sticker to put in your gym, on your refrigerator, or wherever else you like to hang something. And that's going to really be the only question I'm asking for tonight. I'll give y'all another 2 minutes to answer the question if you want it. And if don't nobody want it, that's all good. Don't trip. You don't have to, you know what I mean? I know sometimes much like I don't want to give away my hypertrophy. He got it. He got it. There you go, Amari. I'm be sending something out to LA. I'm glad somebody won it. What up, Nick? What's good? What's up, Nick Yates? Welcome to the Usawa Fitness Garage Gym Friday night leg workout, man. Yeah, so I'm gonna do one more set, and then we're gonna talk for a little while, and I'm gonna sit down and chill with y'all. We're gonna holler for a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna push out of here. Let me get this last set. Like I said, we've been doing this for over an hour and a half tonight. A nice big, workout where we did a lot of educating. So it was a little bit longer than it should have been, but that's okay. I'm all right with that. And this is light, really. I should have went a lot heavier than this, but I could probably even be doing these with one leg, yeah, but that's all right. I wasn't paying attention because I was kind of talking to y'all. So it's all right. I ended a little weak. That's all right, though. That's all right. I got a big workout tomorrow coming up. So like I said, I know Greg going to kill me tomorrow. So yeah, let me go ahead and drop the camera a little bit. 1 second, y'all. We're going to get that back how it needs to be. I'm going to take a seat, make sure there's no questions for me to answer, and we're going to hang for a quick minute. I'm going to turn this guy into a seat. It's already where I sit a lot of times anyway. I'm chilling with the clients. I'm killing them, and I'm sitting over here, sitting down, maxing. Yeah, so that was the workout, y'all. And like I said, if you want to see that workout, I can always send it to you and send you like the reps, the warm up, and all of that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm Chicago. Yeah, these Cub shorts. Yeah, you see the Cub shorts. And we about to, hopefully tomorrow we gonna bang the Brewers and get this Game 5 win. So I'm hoping, man. Yeah, are you a Brewer fan? Don't tell me you out there in Milwaukee. Hey, Amari, make sure that you send me your information. Let me put my let me just write this in here so it's easy for you to find. You're gonna send it to info@usawafitness.com is where you're going to send your address, name and address for me to send you that for me to send you the gift package right there, all right? And yeah, if anybody got any other questions, I live in Illinois. I like it. All right, Nick. All right, yeah, man. We hoping for that victory, boy. Like the Cubs had me feeling like I thought I was like, please don't get swept. But not just don't get swept. Let's go ahead and win this. So we're gonna see how it's looking tomorrow night. It's a late game at 7 o'clock, I think. But yeah, y'all. So for the people who've been here for a while, are y'all interested in me doing more stuff like this? Because I'm doing this, kind of testing it out and seeing if this is the kind of stuff that people want to see. And I do on Thursday nights, I call it like a joint session where I say, hey, everybody, if you got a treadmill, a rower, a bike, we go for the first half of the game. We'll get on, and I've been sick, so I've been out for a little bit, but we'll get on there and I'll walk for an hour and a half, or whatever the first half of the football game is. I'll walk on the treadmill. I'll throw on my little 25-pound weight vest, and we just hang out. And everybody just kind of like work out. They do whatever they got. Some people just You know, they do every now and then they stand up. I'll be like, all right, y'all, if you not stand up and give me 10 squats, you know, they'll stand up, they'll be like, I get 10 squats, they'll sit down. They do whatever is good for them, but it's another chance to hang out, be encouraged, to do something positive, to work out. And, you know, and I try to make sure that I'm working hard so that people feel more like they want to do a little something because they see me working hard and hopefully they want to jump in. So, yeah, if y'all want to ever check something like that out, but yeah, I got you. But do y'all like this? You know, Amari, is this something? Do you feel like, now I'm not asking you to be here every time I do this or anything, but is this something you feel like, you know, are you already seeing people doing this right now? And if not, is this something y'all want me to be doing? You know, I just really want to know whether or not people want this. I found that working, but makes me feel a lot younger than I am. I'm only uh, I only am reminded that I'm over 50 when my knees crack due to me not moving it. Yep. You already know, man. See, we was talking, Lakeisha, we was talking about that earlier. Okay, Amari, that's good feedback. Good. And and thank you for being so interactive. I love that, man. Like, you know, we hear, and when people, you know, it's nice to be able to, you know, have some people asking some questions and feeling good about what we're doing. But Lakeisha, we was talking about that earlier. Man, it's real. Like, you never felt, when I was 20, I ain't hardly ever feel nothing. 30, you know, it was when I started getting in this age in my 50s, I definitely start feeling things. But at the same time, I also still, in my head, I do not feel 55 years old. I could guarantee you that. I feel way younger than 55 sometimes. And that 55 seems old to me. I'm like, man, wait, I'm 55 too? I'm like, man, nah, 55 don't feel old, even though it does. When I think about how I look back at time and I'm like, wait, that was 30 years ago? I'm like, how could this time be going this quickly? But I feel things in my body, but those don't bother me. You know what I mean? I take that as like them growing pains. Who do you have, Mariners or Tigers? Ooh, you know what? You know what? Whew. Only reason why I'm rocking with the Tigers is because they got Javier Baez, and he was a Cub, and he had fell off so hard, and I used to like him so much, and then he went to Detroit, and then it was so dope that he was horrible. He was trash when he was with the Mets. Then when he got to Detroit, he was not that good at first, and they put him in the outfield. Dude became like almost like a Gold Glove outfielder. Started hitting again. So I'm kind of like, you know, it was like we waited 100-something years for a championship. He was on the team when we won the World Series. So I got to rock with Detroit just because you did. One of my ex-Cubbies was there. So, yeah, I got to rock with them. I ain't going to lie. Yep. Wait, is that happening right now? Like, I didn't even realize that. Wait, it's in the 11th inning? Is that what you saying? Because I was like, that game should be happening right now. It's Friday. Let me check that real quick. I think that's what he's saying. I just need to check. Sorry, y'all. You know, I am a sports fanatic, and I think he's saying it went into overtime. And it like the Mercury won the WNBA title. Wow. You're right. Yeah, I didn't know the Mariners and Tigers was playing right now. Yep, in the 11th. I'm going to tune in to that in a minute. Yep. So, like I said, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here in a second. Before I go, I just want to leave the door open for any questions that anybody had or has, and they want me to answer. I'll take a minute to let anybody jump in and ask a question. And if you don't feel like you could formulate your question within a minute, just, you know, say, I got a question, Vern, give me a second, and I'll stay a little bit longer, but I don't want to drag it out for the few people that's still here. But thank you for being here while for this long, y'all. I appreciate it. And like I said, it was real fun, man. I love working with, sitting up in here, chopping it up with y'all, and on a Friday night. It feels good to be, you know, be in this scenario, in this environment with y'all. But yeah, so we're gonna do this again. I'll probably do it again next Friday. But before then, I'll do some of these. I do some real early walks on the treadmill while I cut this weight down. I'm down 8 pounds, and I'm looking to get down another. I'm looking to get down another 11 before December 1st. So I'm at 186. I want to get down to 175 before December 1st, and then I want to reevaluate, and I might go a little bit lighter. But yeah, I'm in the process of transitioning to a much leaner body, and I'm gonna try to make that my forever body moving forward. But you know, I don't need. I'm strong. I'm not losing a lot of my strength, even though I'm getting smaller. So I'm cool with that. You know, I just want to stay strong, stay fit, stay lean, and powerful. So that's what I'm on right now. So it looked like there's no questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. If y'all never seen my outro, it goes something like this. I appreciate y'all coming. Until next time, stay blessed, stay motivated, and stay fit. Love and peace, everybody. Ow. That's how I end every video for everybody who never been here before. Hey, y'all have a great night, a great weekend, and stay safe, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming. Take care. Wait a minute. I got a question from the takeover. What do you think is a real good rack? Okay, so let me ask you this question. A lot of times I'm a channel that believes in equipment for people balling on a budget. So most of the things that I've reviewed, and I can only speak on the things that I review because otherwise I'm just, you know, I'm fronting. But I also believe that a lot of this equipment is, you know, what brings up the price is the steel, right? And when you think about the really expensive stuff, is like 9-gauge steel, and then 11-gauge steel, and it will be a little bit, you know, it will be more premium. But 9-gauge is that real thick stuff that you see in the gym. And and it's heavy, and it's really gonna drive up the price. And it's gonna make it where if you want to be like the overall weight capacity that it has can be like, you know, 2,000-3,000 pounds. But I want you to listen to this. Take over. Most of the population, only less than 1% of the population, the human population on the planet, can lift 225 pounds. All right, can bench 225 pounds. So, and I'm getting to your answer. So when you think about, when you look at these racks, and on the racks, it'll be like, oh, you know, 11-gauge steel, 2,000 pound maximum weight capacity, and that's what's going to drive up the price a lot. You don't need 11-gauge steel. Should be a base for pretty much, you know, 98% of the people out there. If you one of them super heavy powerlifting type cats, you may want to go with something like, you know, one of these heavy rogue racks that's gonna cost you, you know, $3,000 for just the 3x3 rack before you start adding things like functional trainers, you know, pulleys and so forth, and, you know, pull-up bars, because, you know, they do it a la carte with those type of systems a lot of times. And a rack will hit you for 7,000. You said a rack, right? Not a Smith machine, right? That's what I want, balling on the, yeah, okay. So I just want to make sure we're on the right page. When we talk about racks, my current favorite rack is the Anubis half rack, right? It's the Mikolo Anubis half rack. And it's a 3x3 11-gauge power rack that I like because of the size. And that's a really good rack. It's heavy duty. It got the functional trainer on it, but that one's gonna be that one's that, and the version I have has the weight stacks, and so that's going to hit you for for 1900 dollars. So you getting into a range that's a little bit more than a lot of people might want to spend. But if you're looking at, and how much do not are you a really heavy lifting person? Take over. I'm 66. Just oh yeah. Okay, so I'm about to tell you something. Um, you don't have to spend a lot of money, man. You could get I for a long time I trained under the Fitness Reality 810 XLT Supermax Power Cage. They've redone that rack. It is not a heavy duty rack. It's not gonna be the type of rack that you need for if you like one of these gorilla lifting people. But that rack is perfect for probably at least like 80% of the people in the world. And now you can get that rack with a pulley system for like $400. And I'm gonna be real. I wouldn't hesitate. I train with that rack outside with 25 people a week, 25 people, all week, and it was great. And that's a $400 rack. And honestly, I wouldn't hesitate. I think it's a great rack, and I don't think and the newest one is fantastic. I really like that Sunny Health. I like the Sunny Health and Fitness Power Zone Strength Rack too. But here's what I would like. I can I wish that all those racks had dual independent cable systems though, because that's the one thing I would look for, a rack in the $500 range. But if you get a pulley on one side and a pulley on the other side with its own weight stack, that's premium, because that allows you to work out with a lot better than a single pulley attached to a single weight stack attached to both pulleys. But at the same time, I think that would be a phenomenal rack at a super budget price that would be more than enough for what you're looking for at 66, trying to stay in shape. I would go with that. Honestly, I would just go with that. Don't even worry about what I just said about having dual independent. I think that would be more than enough. And I'm telling you, don't let, people be, I've seen people do videos where they throwing a rack off the top of a garage onto the ground. And I'm like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, you want something safe, and I can stand by Fitness Reality rack because I've had it before. And I know that we did all kind of stuff with that rack and it never gave us a problem. Another one is the I did the review on that Mikolo I think it was the K3 that I did. I really like that rack. It's a 2x3 inch. It has 2x3 inch uprights, and it's also 14 gauge steel. And that was a great rack. Now, if you want a really powerful rack, like I was speaking on earlier, with the dumbbell, with the plates included, something like that Mikolo half rack is great. I haven't had a Ritfit, another company that I do a lot of stuff with, and I will stand by their stuff because I've used several of their cages. And but I've only done Smith machines, and we're talking about power racks right now. So that's good. I do dumbbells. I can do 110 for 8. Yeah, so yeah, all of this, that's good too, man. 66 years old, you doing, dude, I love it, man. We're not, I'm 11 years younger than you, but I always love seeing people who are older than me that work out, because number one, I want to be 66 one day, first of all. And I just I want to still be training, and you strong, you doing good. And I want to just be strong. I want to be fit. I want to be able to keep working out. I don't want to be cut off. I never want to age out where I can't do something because of my age. I don't need to be able to do it at the same level that I did it at as a younger age, but I would like to just be able to still do it. And that's even if Lord willing, I get to be 90, whatever, I could still, you know, be like, hey, I'm doing my little bench press. My little great grandson come in and give me a spot. He'd be like, how much you gonna lift today, Papa? And I'll be like, man, I'm about to bench press, man. I'm doing 110, 120, 130. And I'm out here 90 years old. And or maybe I'm doing 200. You know what I'm saying? Who knows, right? But I would love to be able to sit there with my grandkids one day and they be like, hey man, dog, that's your granddad, man. He look good, man. And you know, even if I got a bad knee, I got a walker or something, a cane, but he'd be like, yeah, granddad over there with a little towel on, man, wiping down, man, he getting it in. That's how I want to age, you know? That's real. I'm just being real with you. I'm letting y'all know how I feel. Oh yeah, yep. So you saw the video. Yeah, man. I did so many videos on that rack. I'm about to get the newer version and I'm gonna wait till spring because I'm gonna put it outside for the nostalgia of it all. And I'm gonna build it out there and I'm gonna do a review on it and you know let the people see that I still think it's a good rack. Because like I said, yeah, I got all this stuff in here, but I got all of this stuff in here because I'm a content creator. People send it to me to review, but I don't really need it to be everything that I got. You know, I could do this, but I could do what I do with just a set of dumbbells anyway. But it's nice, you know, if you're gonna have a home gym, you fill it up with the kind of things that you see in the gym. And I've you know been blessed enough to do some of that with this place. So it is what it is. So I keep doing it. Yep. I appreciate that takeover. Thank you for being supporting me like that. I'm grateful, man. On the real, or you know, I really do appreciate you being behind me because, like I said, I wanna keep growing and keep on doing the stuff that make people feel good and make me feel good because y'all feeling good. Oh man, I get some of this. All right, well, I think that was the last question. So if y'all have any questions and something come up in your head, don't hesitate to email me. And, you know, hit the like sign if you're still here and you about to bounce and I'm about to bounce. Hit that like button for me so that maybe YouTube will send this out to some more people. I'm going to go ahead and outro one more time since I did it once and then we talked a little bit more. Until next time, stay blessed, stay motivated, and stay fit. Love and peace, everybody. Out. Thanks, y'all.